funny enough, it kind of chose me. For a while, I was a stay-at-home dad, and as the kids got older and were going to school, I started wondering about what was I going to do next that would allow me to still walk the kids to school and be there at 3 p.m. to pick them up and walk them home again, and sort of maintain that stay-at-home dadness about it. And dog walking just kind of happened because most people want their dogs walked in the middle of the day when they're at the office. And they don't want them walked too early and they don't want them walked too late. So working between 9 and 3 really fits. For me, it just sort of started out, I had Rolo, my Sheltie puppy, and he was very energetic. We were walking all the time. And one of my neighbors needed to have double knee surgery, and she asked me if I'd walk her dog. And within a month from starting walking Gizmo, I was walking 3 dogs on the block, and it just kind of grew organically from there. And now I walk 10, 12, 15 dogs a day, depending on the day and the time. The schedule's always changing. When I add a dog, I don't take on a large group of dogs at once. We add a new one to the group, and there may be some growling and some posturing, but they're told in no uncertain terms that's not acceptable. I borrow a line from somebody when I say, look, I pick up the poop, but I don't take any crap. The dogs know that they have to know that I'm in charge, and they follow my rules, and we all have a good time. Interesting thing about the dogs is, unlike teenagers, they actually behave better in large groups. I find it easier to walk 6 dogs than 2 because their behaviors moderate each other, and if one's pulling this way and one's pulling that way, if I'm just holding in the middle and I don't have to do the work about it, they balance each other quite nicely. You have to love dogs, and you really have to focus on safety and security. I mean, nobody likes to give a stranger a key to their house. But that's my reference list. And when everybody gives me their keys, they go on here. I never leave the house without them being tied to me, and nothing's labeled. So if they did ever go missing, nobody's security is compromised. You don't want to leave somebody's house vulnerable, and we certainly don't want anybody's dog to get hurt. That's why I keep them on leash until we're in the yard or we're at the dog park or someplace that's secure. Mm-hmm. The city is most concerned with protecting themselves, so in order to get a commercial dog walker license, you have to prove to the city that you have $1 million in liability coverage, so that if a dog you're walking in a park or on the sidewalk bites somebody, that the city knows that they're protected. You need $230 to pay for it. Mm-hmm. Now, I've been at it 4 years now, and touch wood and otherwise, we've had no major emergencies. And but again, I'm really careful. I make sure that the dogs are always leashed. They're never off leash in an uncontained area, and I use a carabiner to keep all my leashes clipped together, so that everybody is kept together as a group.
Where can people go to find you?
Well, they can find me, out walking here in Willowdale. But my website has everything about me, and I'd be happy to talk to anybody about it.